It's usually followed by the claim that he's a rock star like no other, not only for his intelligence, but for commitment to his family, for his attitude toward the world in general, it seems. Today, music correspondent Rona Elliot talked with this very private man, the only television interview of his current U.S. tour.
Good morning, Jane. That's right. This soft-spoken performer is universally respected by peers and fans alike for his extraordinary musicianship and his unflagging commitment to human rights. As original as Gabriel is, though, he is also careful to pay homage to his musical roots. Some people see Sledgehammer as a very sexual song.
Well, it does have one or two references to sexual matters, I would say. But maybe one or two other ideas in there, too.
Were you surprised at people?
But then so did a lot of the R&B stuff at the time, you know, so I was trying to stay within the genre, but maybe take it a little wackier.
I'm going to read you a couple of definitions of Peter Gabriel from, the words that come up most frequently, and you can tell me if any of them are accurate or if they're just embarrassing and horrible. Nearly mad, soulful, evangelical, fervent, emphatic, conceptual, and mysterious. When you look in the mirror, is that the way you see yourself, or is that just
Absolutely. In that order, too. I don't really think people are normally very conscious of how they are. You just take your little world and these windows that you look out of as home and carry it around with you, and it's other people that put the labels on.
In reading some of the interviews with you lately, you're very concerned about politics.
I think music that is devoid of interest or relationship to the world around it is very empty and shallow.
The song is dedicated to all the people in South Africa. September 77, party listen up, weather fine. It was business as usual. Everybody's from 619.
We do have an amazing amount of opportunity, I think we were overexposed, overpaid, and all the rest. And if you can't do something other than shovel a few tons of vinyl out into the streets, then I think you're neglecting the chance that's been given to you.
Don't give up. I know you can make it good.
Though I saw it all around, never thought.
Well, Don't Give Up actually sounds like a love song. That's not really what it's about, is it?
No, I think this is the situation of being unemployed and how your self-esteem gets destroyed very easily, even though the woman is being very supportive and understanding. The man can't take it because he doesn't like himself anymore.
You put your family way ahead in terms of priority. You said you'd rather have your family relationships than sell 1 million records. I mean, your guy lives with 3 women, your wife and 2 daughters, and the rest of the world is clamoring at your door. What do you have to do?
I think it's there's something that you can't do in installments. There's something that just being a regular presence, a consistent parent, or husband means that there's a different type of relationship than if you're away for quite a long period and then you're back again. So I think that does make it harder.
You're also somebody who has a tremendous philosophical commitment and a big commitment to personal transformation and philosophical examination. Where does that and the world of rock and roll marry? Can you make those two work for each other?
I think that rock and roll can be a catalyst but it's worked on me and made me think about things and look at the world and myself in different ways. And so if I can be part of that process for other people, then that's satisfying.
Now touring to promote his album So Gabriel, always one step ahead of the pack, says his next step will be to try and marry music and long-form videos to create a live rock and roll show that offers the audience an altogether different kind of experience.
If he wants to stop here on his way back home again, that'd be
Absolutely.
fine. Thanks, Rona. Bryant will be back in a moment with Chuck Norris after a message.